The Gracie camp is coming forward. 4th degree black belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. The world light heavyweight Jiu-Jitsu champion. 2-time winner of this event. A long, great tradition in the family in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now living in Torrance, California, Royce Gracie. Royce, the current torchbearer for the family. And the legacy goes for 7 decades. He's in for a heck of a fight. The patriarch of the family, Elio, his brother, Florio, 7 brothers and 2 sisters in the large Gracie family. And he goes into the ring tonight carrying that burden of family trust, family success on his shoulders.
Everything, but you know what's great about that? With that kind of dignity and love and caring, even if he loses properly, it's all right.
Here comes Daniel Severn. Out of the clouds comes the Greco-Roman Sambo freestyle shoot fighting kingpin. And he has been impressive. But now he meets the fight of his life.
Well, Gracie showed us that he has a lot of attributes that he didn't have to use in previous fights at the Ultimate Fight Challenge. He might need these against a very powerful wrestler, much larger wrestler. It'll be a question of whether Severn is going to be able to, if he gets in the dominant position on the ground, whether he can execute a finishing strike or hold.
Well, he might get a strike. I don't know if he can get a hold, but I think the power and the weight is going to weigh on him.
Here's the tail of the tape. Severn, 7 years older, 1 inch taller, 80 pounds heavier. From Coldwater, Michigan. 1994 AAU senior and Masters Greco-Roman and Sambo champion. A wrestling coach and assistant at Michigan State and Arizona State for the better part of 8 years.
He's now coaching the Michigan Wrestling Club.
And it's time for the introduction of the fighters from Rich Go-Go Goins from Fox Radio in Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tulsa, Oklahoma welcomes the world to the finals of the Ultimate Fighting Championship Part 4. As Semaphore Entertainment, in conjunction with Wow Promotions, pleased to present the finals. $64,000 on the line. Please welcome your competitors. In the red corner, the 4-time veteran of Ultimate Fighting Championships, 6'1", 180 pounds, a black belt in the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 2-time Ultimate Fighting Champion from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Royce Gracie. And please welcome his opponent, first time in the finals of Ultimate Fighting Championships, 34 years old, 6'2", 260 pounds. He is an expert in the arts of Greco-Roman Sambo and freestyle wrestling from Coldwater, Michigan, Daniel Severn. The finals of Ultimate Fighting Championship Part 4.
It is the revenge of the warriors, the laws of the octagon. No rounds, no time limit, no way out. Rules in this bout, no biting, no eye gouging. Everything else goes. Ways to win the match. Choke out, knockout. Your opponent taps out. The corner throws in the towel. Referee stops the fight when an individual is unable to defend himself. The brutal Ultimate Fighting Championship Part 4 final. Gracie in the gi, Severn in the black trunks.
You know, I question the gi sometimes. It seems to get in the way. What do you think about that, Jeff?
Some people say he can use it to his advantage, and he had a good point. He said if he didn't have a gi on, people would want to have clenched fists and strike him. However, when he has the gi on and people come close, they tend to grab, and that's what he wants. He wants to turn it into a ground attack game. But against Severn, that might not work for him.
Severn diving in and grabbing the leg of Gracie. And he's got control. Gracie kicking the back of Severn as Dan works on top.
And had no effect on Severn. None at all. The real question here, and Jim brought it out, is how efficient is he at finishing on the ground?
He did not pummel his opponent earlier, did not throw punches, was sticking to his Greco-Roman format.
And the submission tactic instead of the striking tactic.
64,000 to the winner, 19,000 for the runner-up. Severn working Gracie. Gracie trying to punch his way out. Something, Jim, you said he had to do.
He might be getting choked right here. Severn has it pretty tight. If he continues to squeeze forward and take the weight to the head, he might have a shot at choking out Royce Gracie. But I'm sure Gracie is well versed at this.
Let's go.
Severn, unflappable, keeping the pressure on.
It's amazing to me that the greatest martial artists in the world can't keep themselves from getting to this position. Wrestling certainly is showing a tremendous amount of prestige and respect that I don't think wrestling was ever given as a form of self-defense. Everybody thinks it's these wild kicks and punches, when obviously in a true fight, some of that might happen if you cold cock a guy, but for the most part, it's going to end up here.
34-year-old Dan Severn.
This is taking an awful long time. I'm wondering if Severn is unable to find a way to finish.
Could Gracie be playing possum and looking for a quick burst of explosion? Does he have it in him?
Well, Severn released the hold. He didn't have what he wanted. That tells me that he is not real confident on or sure on how he's going to beat Gracie here.
If you have Gracie down, Jim, you can't let him get away.
Well, that's true, but I don't know exactly what it means, because when you're down, there's a lot of energy that you're putting out. Fatigue becomes a major factor.
Now keep in mind, Gracie went 4:47 in his semifinal match. Severn went about 40 seconds.
You know, something else I'm surprised at is Severn has not yet tried a headbutt, and he has had a couple of opportunities to come square into the middle of the face of Royce Gracie.
Because he's basically a wrestler.
He's not, instinctively right now, he's not thinking of that.
That's right.
Keep working, doing good, doing good.
He's got so many tactics that he is allowed to use that he's not.
He won't get away from Severn here. Severn is way too skilled, or should be way too skilled, to allow Royce to be able to slip out from underneath and get on top. Against someone else, Royce would have that ability because they are not trained in ground wrestling.
Plus, Severn's got the 80-pound advantage.
There was a headbutt.
Almost 4:30 into this championship bout. And Severn content to ride Gracie.
If he can tie up that cross wrist, he's got that hand. He can now punch with the right hand. Let's see if Severn takes advantage of that. There it was.
Severn to his feet and back to the canvas.
Great show of courage on the part of Royce.
Doing good, come on.
He's hanging in there. He did it against Hackney.
The fatigue factor must be awesome.
At this point, it's got to be, Jim. You're right.
And Gracie trying to wrap those legs around, kicking ever so often, but for the most part, being neutralized by Severn. 5 minutes plus in.
Gracie's got a hole in there, guys. He's working on a hole. You can get that hole from the bottom.
That's right. He's trying to put a reverse choke here using his left forearm and pulling across on the gi on his left arm. I'm not sure how effective it is.
Well,
pressed up against that fence, the chain link fence, part of the octagon. And he's using a toe grip along the fence line. Gracie forced to use every part of his arsenal. And now the crowd chanting USA again for Dan Severn against the Brazilian Royce Gracie.
He's got him close. It's broken.
Gracie with those short punches to the head. Severn not moving at all.
No, those are mainly to try to get his opponent to adjust, and then he'll try to reposition when the man on top moves, but Severn will have none of it. He's felt all kinds of impacts when laying here during his wrestling career. But what Grace is so astute at is not being caught open. Severn can't hit him. Severn can't find a way to choke him. Severn can't find a submission hold. That's what he needs to do.
Severn's pounding away with the combination.
Boy, this might be a slow attrition battle.
7 minutes in. The average bout, 2 minutes in our prior competitions.
Oh, the eyes might have come in there.
Daniel Severn riding on Royce Gracie, despite the fact that Gracie getting encouragement from his corner, but no encouragement can help you when you're on your back like that, Jim.
Well, that's true.
Does Gracie have what it takes to mount any type of quick reversal?
I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't feel Gracie is going to have the kind of ability to escape a wrestler when he's in this dominant a position. But what's frustrating for Severn is he can't find a way to choke out this jiu-jitsu martial artist who knows all the chokeholds and such so well, and it's very, very good at being on his back and turning it into an offensive position.
Couple of punches there by Severn.
And those hurt. Those are good shots, and they're hitting cleanly into the ribs.
His wife Terry at home, she wouldn't watch this competition, but he said he wanted to win it badly. It has been pretty much this way throughout. Severn on top of Gracie, and Royce showing a great deal of mettle.
He doesn't want to be pinned up against that fence either.
His tremendous pride, trying not to tap out, trying to find a way to will this fight. But it's the grappler, the Greco-Roman specialist, Dan Severn. Well-versed in sambo, freestyle, and shoot fighting. Trying to win it.
Royce is going to have absorbed some terrific punishment here. Those short, choppy punches, though they're not full swings, they will add up in an accumulating way if Severn continues to stay here.
How long can Gracie endure?
I'm just amazed. Here he goes. He might be looking for that cross choke again. Severn very good at being able to control the shoulders. He's not letting Royce really get to a lock, and I've got to believe Royce is starting to get tired. He's carrying the weight.
Almost 10 minutes in. Keep in mind, this is each of their third fights of the night.
Keep working, doing good.
Severn pummeling over the right hand.
But he's taking his time. He's not flailing. He's not burning energy needlessly.
Jim, how long can Gracie hang in there?
Well, I'll tell you, he surprised me because I thought it'd be over by now. Because it's really stamina.
Stamina, conditioning, and courage as Gracie tries to mount a lock with his feet, with his legs. But Severn pushing him into the fence again.
Nothing there. It's just a figure four. As long as he's got that around his shoulder, he really can't choke Severn out. Severn putting weight down. This is more pressure on Gracie than it is on Severn.
Gracie unwilling to fold, punching with the right hand. These are two superiorly conditioned athletes with not much left.
He's again got that cross wrist. If he can get, he's trying to reach across and grab the opposite hand of Gracie and then use his free hand to punch because the block is gone. Gracie doing everything he can to try to slide and slink underneath to get away from Severn. But Dan's wrestling background and ability to ride, as we call it in collegiate wrestling and international wrestling, is keeping him in this mounted position, keeping him in that dominant advantage position. And really, with this kind of action here, it's slow, but I have to feel that Severn is going to outlast Gracie.
And Dan Severn does not want to make a mistake. Might be one of the reasons he's not trying to punch him out. He just wants to ride him and hopefully force the fatigue factor to set in where Gracie taps out. Because Gracie is dangerous if you give him an opening. I don't know 12-15 into a match like this how dangerous he is. But you never know. .12:30 in. And the war of attrition continues. Royce Gracie, the two-time champion of the UFC, showing tremendous mettle. But he cannot flip his opponent. Severn got him where he wanted early, on his back.
Gracie's eyes are still clear.
Yep. A knee by Gracie. Severn with a right hand to the face. .13:30 into this championship bout of UFC 4, Revenge of the Warriors, and Dan Severn continues to lay atop of Royce Gracie. Jim, is there anything Gracie can do?
Those could hurt.
Well, I tell you, I wouldn't know under these circumstances because with 13, 14 minutes gone, it's almost impossible to feel that he could have the stamina to do anything. But he has the heart of a lion to continue.
No question about that.
It's the family tradition, the family history, the heritage, the pride.
The proficiency at being able to stop any kind of a blow to hit his head. It's incredible how good a defense he has here.
A couple of them got in there, Jeff.
Oh, he's taking a few here and there, but it isn't that 1, 2, 3 that are really going to daze you and cause you to put your defenses down. Dan has to work very hard to get those 1 or 2 shots in, but he's getting them.
Almost 15 minutes into this championship bout. Nothing has changed. It is not a riveting final. It is just a power play.
Well, it's riveting to me because I think it's unbelievable to have that kind of stamina.
Gracie hangs tough.
Nothing there. There's nothing there. Severn's in great position. There's no real power in those legs to be able to choke him. It looks good, but what he's trying to do is come out back door. He wants to pull himself right out from under Severn and come out the side. Dan realizes this. He crawled out to the side. Oh, he might get an elbow lock here. Severn might be in trouble now. When you raise the butt up like that, you're trying to pull the head out.
Gracie maneuvering, whatever he can do to stay in it.
That's it. Oh! He choked him out. He choked him out.
Talk to me.
Unbelievable.
Gracie amazingly hung in there.
Don't you ever say that again, Jeff.
About what, Jim?
About a wrestler. I'm
Gracie
just
is a
excited.
wrestler. He's a ground attack specialist.
Gracie wins.
Unbelievable proficiency at finishing moves.
Unbelievable.
What a comeback. He hung in there to the very end. It
What
didn't look
a
like he could
champion.
ever mount a charge.
What can I say? This man hung for 15 minutes against a man
Absolutely
80 pounds
unbelievable.
heavier.
What a performance by Gracie.
Oh.
On his back almost the entire match. His corner urging him on, and somehow he just hung in there. He would not tap out.
His ability to defend, his proficiency at all of those down positions, and a wrestler doesn't practice striking and choking in a down position. And that is what Gracie is so good at. Severn did everything he wanted to but be able to finish.
There was the takedown early in the match, and that's the way it went for 14, 15 minutes.
Severn had his chances. Gracie very astute down here.
Severn could not finish, Jim.
Well, no, he couldn't finish. He didn't have the particular technique, but he was fighting a man that not only know how to get you, but he plays the defense.
Here's the tap out. Watch the left hand. That's it. Gracie chokes him out.
But the heart was the most important factor in this fight.